told me that you gave Tommy Tasha's address. Weren't you just telling me how unsmart your dumbass just was?
Keep thinking you're fucking smarter than me. Don't ever make that mistake again, son.
What is this, fucking Harry Potter?
You know, I take that back. I actually take that back about Tariq being like maybe 3 steps smarter. Because clearly this man is stupid. Clearly this man is stupid because it's like he got Diana pregnant. And I'm like, hold up. Because we see her throughout the show. She's getting, like she got the test results and then she goes sees the doctor and it's just like, oh yeah, it's been confirmed that Diana's actually pregnant. So I'm like, oh boy, Tariq is stupid. He just blasting at any woman now. So for episode 2. So, I mean, there's been some interesting developments where Don Carter's on the scene. He's on the scene. He's basically starting to make people's lives somewhat hell because apparently he told Davis in the beginning, he was just like, well, I got some powerful friends. If you want to, get back on the board and, be a lawyer again, just hand up Tariq. And then Davis is like, I'm not doing any of that. So he's just like, I play the hard game. You need to take some stress off. So he's like, all right. Because we see him, I guess, in the middle of a drug bust of the Russians. So it seems like he was able to bring down, I guess, some of the Russians' organization. Well, not organization, but their operation. He was able to bring that down. So I'm like, okay, right? So we see him later on, like, talk to Tariq and asking Tariq questions. And he was just like, James St. Patrick was basically a scumbag. And I sense ghost all over you. And Tariq is, like, I don't know what's going on. And it's crazy, too, because Tariq got Salim's, I guess, old job where he can't, he's struggling with being like a normal kid. And it's just like he doesn't have no more monies. He's basically a hero on campus, but a broke hero. Right? Somebody make a manga off of that. Broke hero on campus. You would make a lot of money if you make that into a manga. But it's just like when you see it, it's kind of funny because like Braden, he's still sort of okay because I guess a family member hooked him up with a job. So he was kind of doing that. And then Tariq was just doing his job at the campus. So I'm like, all right. But, you have Don Carter, like I said, he's, talking to Tariq. And Tariq is just like, I don't know what's going on, this and that. And then that's when he tells Tariq, he was just like, well, your mother's with Sack, so I'm hearing she might be getting out soon. So, there's going to be plenty of people coming for her. So you see Tariq later on goes to see Tasha, right? And he's talking to her like, nah, you got to stay out of New York. It's kind of dangerous. And then she's telling him like, well, he can't really be around her anymore because, everybody's trying to keep each other safe. And that's when Tariq kind of like loses his mind on I guess her boss, because he kind of like tells her, hey, you need to get back to the register. So he, I guess, breaks his fingers, right? Because he didn't like how he was talking to his mom. And then that's when, I don't know. I feel like he was kind of like doing, I don't know. Because with that instant, I'm like, it would make it difficult for Tasha because then all he has to do is just report like, oh, some crazy kid broke my fingers. and then she could, lose her job, whatever. So I don't know. I just felt like that scenario was it was whatever. But I mean, we get to see 2-Bit. he got a little cameo at the end where Tariq and Braden was like sitting at the I guess like this store thing, and that's when they was talking. He was just like, man, I can't do this, man. This broke shit is pissing me off. I'm tired of being broke. And Braden's just like, nah, man, I don't know if this is the right thing. He like, man, fuck all that. I need to make this money again. So that's when they agree to like jump back into the game, right? I don't know, it kind of reminded me of a little bit of Rock when Rock was trying to like go legit for a little bit, but then she got back into it. But it was a completely different thing because it's in Rock's nature compared to Tariq, where he don't want to be a normal kid. That's his problem. He don't want to be normal. He wants to be in the game. So I'm like, see, but again, later on, like he's driving, the car breaks down. And then 2-Bit makes his little cameo. He basically takes his car back. So I'm like, oh, okay. So 2-Bit is still in New York. I was thinking like maybe he wouldn't be, but I'm like, all right. So he's still in New York somewhere, right? But we know 2-Bit is going to come back for Tariq and be like, nah, man, you took my ride. I came to collect twice. Not only am I going to get my ride back from you, and I want some money. So we going to see 2-Bit again. Trust me. We going to see 2-Bit again. Now, I will say that Noma and Obi's, I don't know, there's some tension there. There's some tension there where she was like, about them green cards, because the topic is coming up again. It's constantly keep coming up because about this green card situation. Because Don Carter basically snaps up Obi and just like, about the Okeke family and about his brother, because he was getting green cards for his brother. So he was just like, okay, we gotta talk about this. So we all know that once when information and word gets out that Tariq helped him get those green cards, no one's gonna be like, okay, Obi, you gotta go, because she was already questioning him in the beginning, where she was just like, about those green cards, and he was saying that, well, the embassy works fast. He said, well, let's see if that's true, but we know word is gonna get back to her that wasn't true, and Tariq was the one to have helped him, which again, she's gonna be pissed off about it and be like, I can't handle this betrayal twice, and she's gonna have him killed. So we're gonna see on that. Effie and Kane was the ones that was able to pull through, because they was able to like get the whole deal working with the whole Russians thing. Even though Monet kind of like messed it up in the beginning, because she showed up because Monet had the whole truce with the Russians, right? But Noma was just like, forget all that truce stuff. I want to make money and I want to expand. So that's when, they came up with the idea of giving, I guess, the Russians some military graded weapons, and then Effie was kind of like the leading person to talk, and that's when she convinced like the Russians to I guess agree to Noma's terms and to like work together. So that's when Noma was like, I don't know, y'all thinking y'all in control here, like I'm the one that's in control, I'm top dog. So I'm like, all right. But I mean, like I said, this episode was like chill. It was chill, like nothing really significant happened. Now the cool parts, I will say, we did get to see like a young Monet, like a young Lorenzo, and about her, I guess, reminiscing about the past and thinking about the past, about when they was in this apartment complex and they was living poor, and that's when she said, I guess she talked to, I guess, Lorenzo's boss to get either more product or more weight or whatever. So I kind of like that. It was actually cool. It was really cool. And she was talking about like baby Kane was in the stroller, and also in the car as well. So I'm like, yo, that was dope. I kind of like that. It was like both the actors was cool. Oh, and side note here, they was actually playing Shannon Sharp's like intro music in the beginning. I was like, oh, hold up, this is Shannon Sharp's thing. I was like, oh shit. So I was like, okay. Now, towards the ending, where Monet and Tariq was basically talking, they're already starting to like draw up these ideas where they like, okay, he don't trust her, she don't trust him, and he was just like, you basically went to go see Kate Egan. She's like, who the fuck is Kate? Because you got to think about this, and everybody got to remember, Monet doesn't know nothing about, not fully of like the past of what, Ghost Tommy. She don't know any of these things. So, I mean, when she met Tommy, sure, right? But Kate is like, nah, she don't know none of the old people, which I like, because they kept their lives like separate. Like, she doesn't know nothing, which is so cool. So I'm like, okay. So, they try to like draw strings together and be like, cause she said her kids is not really looking hard enough to figure out like who actually shot her. I mean, she's still blaming. She thinks Kane did it. So, like, her prime suspect is Kane, cause she think Kane did it. But if she did overhear the conversation between like Drew and Diana when they was talking about, I guess, how they was hurt and how they felt like anger towards Monet after everything that she did. But you would think in that instance that Monet was listening, that okay, they seems like the mostly likely people to have tried to have her killed rather than Kane. Kane is more, even though like she did what she did to Lorenzo, it was just like, okay, but he doesn't harbor that strong hatred like Drew does. Drew lost Gordo, he lost Lorenzo, he lost a lot, right? And Diana was on Team Drew, but then when Monet and her had that heart-to-heart in the conversation, and both of them almost died in the car, it kind of like shifted Diana's like I guess rage. It shifted her rage a bit. So now she's more focused on the whole baby thing. I was gonna make a joke and say Salim, but I forgot Salim never had any. Did he? No, yes he did. Did he have some? I think Did that? Yeah. Salim, did he? Let me know in the comment section down below, cause I think I forgot. I think Salim did have his way with Diane. I believe he did. I think he did. I'm starting to forget. I think he did. Cause I was gonna say like, well, if the baby's not Tariq's, it could be Salim's. But then again, I think it's Tariq. Cause Tariq's so stupid. Like that nigga pissed me off. But overall, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this episode, right? What you guys think about, like, everybody trying to like figure each other out, right? Because Kane is trying to work on an idea and a theory about what really happened that day and who actually shot Monet, right? Then you have like Monet and Tariq actually trying to like figure out some things as well, like who actually did it, right? And then obviously like the whole Obi situation, and also too Don Carter, because it seems like he's gonna have like a lot of pull. And he seems like he's gonna be a legitimate threat. From what Davis was trying to like warn Tariq on in the beginning, he was just like, well, he's different from anybody you face, so you gotta be very careful. So I'm like, okay, he seems like he probably will be taking, I wouldn't say shortcuts, but it seems like he might know like powerful people to maybe get some things moving his way or whatever. So I'm kind of interested to see what he actually does, because Don Carter, he might be that guy. I'm not sensing like an aura from him yet, but as the series go on, I might probably pick up an aura on the guy. Like, okay, he probably might be an actual contender, like an actual person to go after like Tariq and potentially try to like bring him down. Because again, he said he's gonna put him down and where he belongs. So I'm like, all right. And lastly, Effie. I mean, Effie and Tariq had like a little brief conversation about like, her, saving his life or whatever. Do y'all get, and also too, let me know in the comment section down below, do y'all get the sense of Dre on Effie? Because I don't sense it. She would do, she's out for herself, right? And she would only do what's best for herself. But I'm like, I don't really get the sense of Dre though. Because Dre was a menace in the original Power. Nobody will never forget his legendary antics. But I mean, if push comes to shove and Effie would have to choose, it would probably be Tariq again. I mean, she's with Kane now, but again, it's always Tariq. So it's kind of bad because Diane is pregnant, and Effie has feelings for Tariq, but then she's with Kane too. And then she's also, there was like a tease about like Stanford University or something like that. Like she's gonna try to become like an engineer or whatever. So I don't know what that girl is, but she's also another one that's gonna be you have to look out for as well. So overall, like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll catch you all in the next one.